In this video, we'll look at the use of default values with your parameters. This is a pretty easy concept. Turns out that when you go through and you declare parameters, you can supply them with default parameters, or sorry, default values. And the way it works is, if you do so, when you call the function, you can pass in only the arguments that you want to. The other ones can use the default value. So for example, if I pass in a 10, the argument 10 will be passed into value 1's parameter, as the value 1 parameter. I never passed in any argument for value 2, it'll just use 0. Same thing applies down on this next line, except this time I'm explicitly saying which parameter I want to fill up with the value of 10, the argument of 10. And the next one where I go through and say, okay, I want to put the value of 5, the argument of 5, into the parameter value 2. So these are a way of going through and adding in a default value. Now, it's a nice convenience, and you will see in the next section when we talk about overloading how that is used in Python. Like I said, this is a pretty simple concept. Can't think of too much more to say at this point. So, one other thing that you'll see sometimes is sometimes people will put in the word none instead of the value. Well, I messed that up, didn't I? Let me show you. So up here, I go through and put in a default value of some type. That does what it says it would normally do, it just passes on the values. But if I go ahead and call add values this time, it will just go ahead and add 0 and 0 because I have those as a default. Now, if I'm doing division, this could cause an issue. So you'll see some people put in the word none. And in that case, it won't run the same. And we'll see an example of how that works here in a few minutes. It is an actual type, like an integer is a type and a decimal is a type, etc. So it's a keyword, and we will see how it's used in just a moment as the next video runs. Until then, see you later.